What's up guys, Rogue9 here, and we're back with a slightly more serious video than the last two. As requested by Lord Chanka, I will be providing a quick insight into the damage capability of Glaz's sniper rifle, the OTS-03 SVU. So let's get straight to it. On to Glaz's sniper rifle, the most destructive weapon in the game. Its base damage rating is 152, so shooting a lightly armored opponent at close range in the chest is enough to kill him and then half kill him in the next life as well. Attaching a silencer or sound moderator to the rifle will take the base damage down to 129 points, which will still easily one-shot almost any opponent at close range. But what actually is close range for this gun, and how does the damage drop-off work? Let's find out. As always, my methodology for finding this information involves meeting up with a friend online and shooting each other until we're just about blue in the face. The metric I'll be focusing on in the results will be number of shots to kill. And let's start out with kind of a best case scenario for the rifle, coming up against a lightly armored target at close range. Unsurprisingly, up to a distance of just over 12 meters, a shot to the body of a lightly armored target will kill instantly. But surprisingly, for such a high-powered rifle, the damage drop-off is extreme. At a distance of around 13.5 meters, which is the average length of an adult whale shark, the largest fish in the world, the 152 points of base damage have already dropped to 96. And by 16 meters of distance, imagine an average-sized megalodon. You're down to 80 points of damage, which is actually the minimum. So no matter how much further you go, you will always do 80 points of damage, which is 2 shots to kill. But let's make things a little bit harder for the rifle. How about max distance against light armor with a shot to the leg? And that's 60 points of damage, which still means 2 shots to kill. So that's really a simple conclusion. If you're fighting someone in light armor, no matter what the distance, no matter where you hit them, you're most likely going to need 2 shots to kill unless you're pretty close, in which case it's 1. But of course not everyone will be wearing light armor, so let's really put this gun to the test and go straight to the heavy armor. Body shots at max range will do 63 points of damage. That's still 2 shots to kill. And it's only when you end up getting a limb shot, which does 40 points of damage, that you will actually need more than 2 shots, in this case 3. And the absolute worst case scenario you could ever get into at maximum range against a heavily armored target wearing rook armor and you end up with a limb shot, will still give you 33 points of damage, which is just and only just 4 shots to kill. And that really is kind of the worst case scenario, because even if you attach the sound moderator, taking your damage down to a base of 129, you will still do 25 points of damage, and that is also 4 shots to kill. The only thing to keep in mind really, if you have the sound moderator attached, is that even at close range you might need more than 1 shot. I did a test against heavy rook reinforced armor at point blank range and the damage was only 84 points. So in the final conclusion, I think I can safely say that usually most of the time against most enemies you will need round about 2 shots to kill them. If you're very close, you might get away with a single shot to the body, and if you're 16 meters or more away from your target, you may need 3 or even up to 4 shots, depending on the enemy's type of armor and of course where you hit them. All of that makes Glaz's OTS-03 SVU a very powerful and formidable weapon, and with the most recent buff to the weapon increasing the fire rate while at the same time reducing the recoil, I think it's reached a point where in straight up combat it can definitely hold its own against other guns in the game. And the gun still has a little bit more going for it. Of course, it is the only weapon that can penetrate the bulletproof windows on the Air Force One map, and it has that special and unique wall breaching capability that I described in one of my last videos. That was actually quite a surprising find and well worth knowing about. So if you haven't seen my wall breaching special yet, I hear it's quite good. Link on screen now. And with that guys, as always, I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you in the next episode.